Get on it.
Hey, and welcome. This is Chris Garlock with the American Go E-Journal, and we are very much live here in beautiful San Diego, California at the 33rd Annual U.S. Go Congress. I've got two of the main conspirators here, Andy Oken, president of the American Go Association, and Ted Terpstra, who's one of the co-directors. I see you guys have that right on your shirt,
Yes,
so that made it very easy.
We're official.
You are official. Andy, let's start with you. Give us what's the big picture? What's the Go Congress?
The Go Congress is the biggest annual meeting in North America of the people here who really love the game or want to learn about the game. And it's a chance not only to be part of a community of people who love the game and immerse yourself in it for 8 days of playing and reviewing and teaching and also just having fun in the off hours. But we have a large number of amazing pro players, both from around the U.S. and Canada and from Asia, who come here and teach us. And we have people who come here from Asia because it's a teaching event, an opportunity to learn from people that they can't even get there. So we've been doing it 33 years. We do it every year. We're going to do it every year for years and years to come. They've been doing it for even longer in Europe. They have a European Go Congress, very well attended, and it's a great way of building the community and having a lot of fun for a week.
Well, and since you brought it up, just before I go to Ted, the Europeans have been doing it over 50 years, I think. But there is one big difference between the European and the U.S. Go Congress, right? They do theirs for 2 weeks.
They do theirs for 2 weeks.
Just wondering, any chance for as Ted runs for the hills?
Would you like to do it a second weekend? No, I'm answering that for you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Just curious.
There hasn't been a plan to do that.
Okay.
If you would like to bring it up, we can we can discuss it. Yeah, they do theirs for 2 weeks. They do have a lot of people who come for 1 week and not the other.
Like a vacation.
Right, and sometimes theirs overlaps with ours, sometimes it doesn't, but it's at the key time of year.
Just curious. Just 1 week is good, maybe 2 weeks is better. But I want to come back and talk a little bit more about some of the special things in a Congress. But Ted, you're looking fairly well composed for, I'm sure, the last couple of months. I've been following the emails and the phone calls, but it all comes down to today.
Yes.
What are some of the special things that folks can look forward to here in San Diego?
Well, I was just scheduling the pro simultaneous exhibition. So we have 14 of those every single day.
14 exhibitions.
Yes, 14 separate pros playing a simultaneous exhibition against 6 opponents. And it takes a couple hours. 6 is a reasonable number. And we need people to work for that. One of the things that has really touched me, being the director, is how many people have walked up to me and said, "What do you need done? What do you need done?" And yeah, there's a lot to do.
Yeah.
Well, where were they at 3 o'clock this morning when I was loading my van from the garage,
Just need to ask those folks. Those simul's, by the way, have always been a favorite of mine. Just to be able to sit there with a strong professional and play a game is really wonderful. Andy, what are some of you've been to a number of Go Congresses over the year. What would you say some of your favorite parts?
When I was playing a lot more actively, my favorite thing by far was the U.S. Open. Everyone can play. Anyone from anywhere on the face of the earth can come and play, and we have all different ranges of skill, from 30Q on up to professional. And it's either 6 or 9 games, depending which division you're in. They're long, tough games, and there isn't anything like it for the experience of Go as a struggle and something for your character. If you like the game, there's nothing like that tournament. As an organizer now, I'm looking forward to seeing some of our young AGA professionals play because they come, they teach along with our long-established teachers, and they're going to be playing, and we have some amazing talents here. As they do at the European Go Congress. Europe and North America both have professional systems now, and our players are starting to show themselves very well. One of our players, Ryan Lee, just won a game against a world champion in China, and that's a huge deal. It was a tremendous accomplishment, and not at all an accidental win, a real game, a real fight, and so we're jazzed about that, and I'm excited to see them play this week.
Excellent. Ted, talk a little bit about the special things that San Diego has to offer. Of course, in the middle of the Congress, there's the traditional day off for those folks who don't play in the
Yes, well, we're at the Town and Country Hotel, which is actually a resort. It used to be the convention center in San Diego.
Okay.
And it's 40 acres right in the middle of the city with 3 swimming pools and gardens and roses rushing around. And we're centrally located, so within 10-minute Uber drive, which is like $10, you can be at the San Diego Zoo, at Balboa Park with 17 different museums, downtown at the waterfront, SeaWorld, go over to the beaches. We have 27 miles of beautiful beaches here in San Diego. And actually, the San Diegoans are complaining because the temperature is going all the way up to 79 degrees.
And the humidity. Oh, the humidity. I'm from the East Coast. I'm like,
Yes.
You guys don't know humidity.
So
Seriously.
these are hot and humid days in San Diego. But for the people coming from around the world, they all are going, wow, this is really nice.
It is. It is, folks. It's really gorgeous.
So we're scampering to keep things going, and well, think if you go to a simultaneous exhibition, it's like walking into Yankee Stadium and playing catch with Roger Maris.
Yes.
Yeah. Or Roger Clemens. Throw me a couple pitches, Roger. See what I can do.
Just a couple of other questions before we wrap up. I guess I'll go back to you, Andy. What would you say? Tell me a brief but favorite story of what you think sort of sums up. When you think back on Congresses over the years, and as you're looking ahead for this week, and we're right at the beginning here.
Hard to pick one. I do remember because I had a really good year in 2009.
I remember
Fairfax,
that
Virginia.
year. Yeah, that was a good year for you.
I went 6-0 in the main tournament, and so I won the 1Q division.
Yeah, you did.
And one of the pros that I'd become friendly with, Tadashi Sasaki of Japan, saw the result. I didn't tell him about it. He saw it on the sheets and came up and gave me a big handshake. Now one down for certain. I'm so proud. That was nice. But there's a lot of things. Many of us, we come once thinking, what is this Go Congress thing? Right. And then we keep coming every year after that.
But I think you touch on something because
I'm going to add a second one. The first Congress I came to.
You never get only one story from Andy Oden.
Sorry, it'll be quick. The first Congress I went to was in Asheville, North Carolina.
Beautiful spot.
Near Asheville. Wasn't even in Asheville. Near Asheville, North Carolina. So way the back of beyond. And I'm there, and I see so many people from Japan, especially, who had come to the Go Congress. And I asked one of them, when I was having a conversation later, why are you coming this far for a Go meeting? And he said, we love the game, so we love the atmosphere of a week that's just about Go, and you don't have to explain to anyone why. You just love the game, and here it is.
Well, it was reminding me that as we've been setting up for these broadcasts and all the coverage that we're going to be providing, and of course, keep an eye on our website and Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, and I'm forgetting something. Anyway, lots and lots of coverage. But it's been very hard to get around because I think for me, besides the fact that there's all this Go, there's all these people that I know over the years, and so many folks, and you were sort of alluding to that. This really is about connecting up with folks that maybe you only see once a year at the Go Congress. I just ran a bunch of folks that I see from Japan, and they're here every year with the Japan tour group, and that's a lot for me. Ted, I'm going to give you the last word here. What's a favorite memory that you have?
Taking my grandson to his first Congress
Wow.
in Asheville, North Carolina, where I used to live 40 years ago. And it was like, well, Thomas Wolfe wrote, "You can't go home again," but I felt at home at the Go Congress. And he went on to beat me.
Another favorite moment.
Yes, yes.
You taught him well.
And my nephew was here at this Go Congress, and when he was 13, I challenged him to beat me in an even game. And at 16, he was able to do that. And
you really served the Go community well. Thank you both for being with us. I'm sure we'll have you
Our
stopping
pleasure.
back over the course of the week. Next up, stay tuned. We've got the AGA City League Finals. First place is $5,000. Second place, $2,500. And that starts at 3 o'clock, and a commentary will start at about 3:30 or 4 o'clock on PandaNet. Oh, I'm reminded by our wonderful producer, Babs. Thank you for reminding me, Babs. That's what you're pointing at. This is, it's $5,000. And this, in fact, we can take this down now to the Strong Players Room so that they can actually see what they're playing for. So they will be playing for this, the $5,000. And Jenny Shen, two-down professional, and I believe Andrew Jackson will be hosting that commentary starting at 3:30. So definitely stay tuned for that. You wanted to...
I just wanted to express my gratitude to PandaNet in particular for their support for this wonderful event. And it's going to be a heck of a game with some incredibly strong players.
Yes.
This is going to be worth watching.
Yeah, let's go watch.
Okay.
All right, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for stopping by, guys. See you again.
Our pleasure.
Take care.
Hello, hello out there. Nice to see you all from San Diego. I'm Andrew Jackson, and I'm joined by Jenny Shen, two-time professional. Jenny, thank you.
Hi.
So we're pretty excited to see you guys today. I guess we got things kicked off a little earlier this afternoon with Andy Okunin and Chris Garlock and Ted Terpstra welcoming everyone to the 37th. I actually just made that number up. I don't know which Congress it is. 33rd Annual Go Congress from U.S. Go Congress. 33rd U.S. Go Congress in beautiful sunny San Diego where it's hot. And we have quite a game coming up. This is the final round of the PandaNet City League Finals. They're playing for a fairly large cash prize. And we are watching board one between Ryan Lee and Eric Lee. And Jenny, what do you think of the game so far?
What is the cash prize?
I think the cash prize is $5,000 split among the 3 team members. So that should be, you know, enough to. I mean, I'd work pretty hard for $5,000.
Well, I'm happy Andrew doesn't have beard this year.
Yeah, I use that. That's what makes a difference. Is I don't have a beard going this year. All right. Well, I think when was the last time that I didn't have a beard when we did this most recent stream, which was between Ryan and Chen Yaoye, right?
Yes, that was a very big upset.
Yeah, and it was a marathon stream. I think we kept you up almost 4.5 hours.
We have a 4-hour stream
Streaming.
and Deep Zen Go and Ryan. So
Zen
2 very good games.
And Ryan, and it was an upset on both boards where Ryan was able to pull off a win and Zen managed to find a way to lose. So it was kind of tricky. What do you think is going on in this game so far?
This game, I think, should we just go from start from the beginning?
All right. Well, let's have a look at it. Great.
Okay.
So from the beginning, we have Ryan with black. And I suppose we're looking at this from White's perspective.
Yeah, this is from White. So I'm surprised to see this is more Shmari.
What were you expecting instead?
Because AlphaGo doesn't play this move.
Because AlphaGo doesn't play it. I suppose this is our post-AlphaGo Go Congress, where everything is going to be interpreted through that lens of what would AlphaGo do, huh?
Well, AlphaGo we play this one or this one, right? We know that we don't see this move.
Sure.
Well, I personally, I don't like this move. I like this the best.
Really?
Yeah. This one is too territorial. So after we saw the first 60 AlphaGo games, we saw how does this work?
Right.
Then I really feel this is too territorial.
It's too territorial.
Yes.
So it's completely changed it. But of course, you know, Ryan, maybe this is just sort of what he's going for here.
Right. So he feels good about this.
About just taking the territory. So have you? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, this is Black's turn.
Black is
right. Black plays a very far. This is not even a painter, right?
Right.
Yeah. So let's keep going. Let's just look at what they do in the game.
Does this cooperate well with the more territorial opening? Or?
Yeah. You see that we think this is a good extension, right? This move.
Right.
Yeah.
And this seems fairly normal, I guess, so far. Oh, excuse me.
So I played this. I don't know what is this. This is like a small Chinese.
The micro Chinese.
Micro Chinese.
Yeah, even smaller Chinese.
Yeah. So I think so far it's pretty normal. So I think that this feeling. I think White goes to the right direction because if White comes out right now, it will be too heavy. Like this Black goes here.
Sure.
So the idea of this move, White doesn't want to like. White wants to like
focus on this
side, right? So if Black right after this, if White comes out from here, I think right now it's too heavy.
White doesn't really want to just develop this immediately.
So he played this move instead, so which is good. Black played this one. So after that, you can see this still will turn to a Moyo-to-Moyo game framework.
Right. And framework-wise, it looks like White's framework is maybe a little nicer. I mean, it seems like. If this is too territorial, this seems like an ideal shape up here, right?
I don't know if this is ideal shape
not
or
ideal.
not. I don't know.
Would we rather move this out?
It's unclear, actually, because this feels very solid. But I don't know if this is efficient or not. When I look at all these shapes right now, I have a different feeling.
This is because of AlphaGo? Is that what?
So I think that too solid might not be efficient enough. So So we'll see. But so far, I think everything is normal. So black has this. This moil is more solid, right? Black has this.
Sure.
Black is low. So.
Would you say that? So would it be safe to say that you're an AlphaGo fan?
Of course.
Would you say you're the biggest AlphaGo fan?
Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe large.
If you want to call me the biggest, I take it.
Okay. All right. Good to know. So, as a result, then, when you were talking about the efficiency and whether or not you're looking at these shapes differently, is that a result of the study of the AlphaGo games, or is that?
I actually really feel like I'm learning Go from scratch.
Learning it all over again, okay. Beginner's
Because
mind.
I just want to keep my reading skills. I want to learn everything all over again.
Just keep the reading skills and forget everything else. That's
sort of. I'm
a
trying
great
to.
So what do we make of this next move? Is that
Well,
normal?
just expanding the moil, right? So the next move, white definitely needs to jump in because if white continues to build, there's no good follow-up. I think this feels like if black continues.
Right.
I'm not sure. Like this feels like not efficient. This feeling.
Whereas
So-
this is going to be much
Well,
more cap.
it looks better if you go from here. So I think white would jump in, but where does white jump in? It's a question because, like for example, this kind of feeling or shoulder head or whatever.
Is it too deep to attach?
Like this one, attach is one option, I think. But since the moil is like this is towards to the center, right? So the first feeling is going reduced from the center. For example, this shoulder head is possible. And this kind of thing is possible.
Right.
So in the game, he played this one. This one seems like a normal shape invasion. I guess black is going to
Is he
attack
hoping
from
to
this.
aim at maybe, instead of any of these moves, which are more on this side, do you think that this cap is because white is planning to activate it with this stone?
That's one thing that's possible.
Okay.
So black actually ignored it. So the first feeling is the black attacks here, right?
I mean, it seems
You
normal
wanna
to
do
me.
that?
Well, I just, I like the unreasonable fighting and deciding.
Well,
right now.
I think that for black, he might not sure, like, for example, white jumps, what is your next move? He thinks that if direct attack is not clear, how to profit.
And how do you get that profit? That's right. Yeah. Yeah. So instead, black decides to sort of ignore and just open up a new front.
There's a stone here.
Oh, thank you. Excuse me.
So this move is like a sort of trying to. It's not just the invasion, right?
Right.
It's also attacking the two stones.
Taking the base away.
Right.
underneath,
So
right?
actually, when I saw this move, my first feeling is this go from the outside.
Huh.
Because actually, if black wants to live here, white gets outside. I think white is
And
okay.
this is with the fourth line here. It's going to make this, and this is going to be maybe the right distance away from some thickness on that
Right,
side.
right. So I think that if in the game white played here, but if black jumps out, then these two stones are really under attack. It's hard to see who is attacking, right? So my first feeling is going from the outside. I would prefer to force black to live on the inside. And it's also helping this stone.
Right. You won't have to worry as much about what's going
Right.
to happen here if you have that thickness on the outside.
Well, this move is you can see this move is taking black space, right?
Right.
So, but I think that if black comes out, this will be at a good place, and these two feels very, it feels very thin. It's a little weak. For example, if something like this happens,
Right.
and if black just plays here, white doesn't have a base. This thing is floating. It's not very good. Also,
And
if
you'll have
black,
two weak groups.
right? Also, if black comes out from here, it's reducing this moil.
Right.
So I would prefer this one, this move.
For white.
Yeah, but actually they both didn't play my move.
They disagreed.
They disagreed.
Black decided to make
Yeah,
another weak group for
this
himself.
move, do you remember Ryan played Chen Yaoye? There was that game, it was this shape. And he played this move, remember?
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
So this is very
It's working out
similar
for him.
feeling.
Yeah.
It's like a, he's just,
Well, and also Chen Yaoye was playing the AlphaGo enclosure.
Yes.
Also, so
Yeah.
maybe Ryan Lee is going to be the one who can beat AlphaGo. Is the only conclusion we can draw.
really?
Of course.
Okay.
Okay, so so this seems like a normal idea for white to keep black out of the corner.
So actually, I'm not sure about this exchange because after this, black would not feel like to come out. Maybe this exchange might be like, right? The idea is kind of like if you want to come out from here, then you probably doesn't want to do this exchange.
So this is well, and so that seems in keeping because rather than jump out, he attaches underneath.
Yes, right. So he didn't like it. He didn't plan. He didn't plan to jump out at all. How come I feel like to jump out earlier?
Well, he seemed to jumping out seems like before you make those exchanges.
Yes,
so you
yeah. I
have the
mean,
splitting
right. I
effect.
feel like that white wants to go from the outside, black wants to come out, but they both didn't.
They both didn't want to.
They don't agree. Okay, let's look at the game. Let's see what they're trying to do.
Well, black attaches underneath, and white's next move was fairly surprising. I wasn't quite sure what to make of this bump.
So he's going back to this idea. I think if black comes back, white move would not be here, right?
But we'll come
it
over
will be
on top.
here,
That's
right?
right. And now
So-
this thickness looks.
So why didn't he play my move at the first place?
That
He
is
thinks
an
this is better?
excellent question. Your move would have been out here. And
Yeah.
That whole exchange.
So if it's like this, black comes here, forced.
Right, forced connect. of
And
course.
black will honey here. And white blocks. And then black will continue crawl. You think this is better than mine for white? There's a cut here.
I like
in
yours
the future.
better. Yeah,
Really?
I like yours better.
Okay, thank you.
Well, do you like yours better?
I like mine better.
Okay.
So in this case, maybe this exchange black gained, right?
Because now black is able to you know,
Right.
start something that
Right,
is pretty close to
right.
it.
Because if white doesn't have territory anyway, then when black
yeah,
comes
he's
here,
not
black
gonna play here.
Right,
right.
right.
He would play something on the outside, right? Attach or cover or
Yes, whatever.
whatever. One of them.
So this way, if black is not happy, so black didn't pull back.
Right.
Black played something else in the game. This leads to the game more interesting than this one.
Right. Black attaches.
Okay, white played here. Black played this attach.
And white just honeys.
So I'm wondering if white honey here, black will wedge, right? So this is better than the other variation is like this.
Right.
So getting this wedge is better.
Because white will have cutting points on the outside.
Right. So if white honey, black connects like this,
Now he has
then we see that white has to connect from here, and then black pulls back, and then white has to come here, only move, and then there's Atari, and then black comes here. So white is not happy. White thinks that, and this exchange is even better.
Right, right. This exchange of black for white seems to be black is getting a lot of value out of that.
So I'm wondering. So if black doesn't like, if white doesn't like this result, what if white comes here? He can't stand this broken shape. So if black connects, white can cover, right? Then white pushes. Black comes here. This still doesn't feel good
For white?
for white.
Yeah.
Because if white pulls back here,
The
black
high.
comes back, right? So it's
And now
still
this is not.
still not good.
Ooh, yeah. Nasty AGA underneath there.
So is there anything white can do? Does that mean this is a good move? Oops, this one.
I guess if white has to hane back, I guess.
Well, I think this move seems like if black pushes, can white just play here?
Still ripped.
And black pulls back, right? Then white can come in here. Is this okay? This should be okay, I think. For white, I mean.
Is there space underneath here? Would black be looking to play a move like this or this?
Black can connect.
Or does he-
Black can connect.
Is it more important to go, just connecting a
Black
sequence?
connect, black can live, actually. So maybe that's the reason he still doesn't like this. So is there any? So he played this honey. That's
Play the hane. That's right.
the honey will lead to a ko for sure.
And it did indeed.
Yes,
So black bulged out and white played ko.
black played here, white played here. This is forced.
And then the ko offered,
White takes.
white takes, and black's first thread is going to be here.
Yeah. So
Which I think
actually,
makes
this
sense.
ko is pretty heavy for both.
it doesn't seem like white can in any way fight it, though.
So first of all, if white wants to force this, like white wants to cover black like this, there are too many cuts on the outside.
Right.
You see
Even
that
if I get another one, doesn't matter.
There's
just
too many cuts, so
Right.
this won't work. So white, that means white has to fight the ko.
Right.
Only move. And so this is white's turn, right? So if white attests from here and start the ko, white doesn't have a threat.
I mean, what would be big enough?
Because if black
Is
connects,
this the best we got?
the whole area is completely destroyed. Not completely, but it's very badly destroyed.
Right. White shape is totally ripped up.
I think this is not a threat.
This one would not even be big
Yeah,
enough.
because if actually you just look at this, if black answers, white takes, where's your threat?
Yeah, black.
Black would die. Everything dies.
Yeah,
So this ko is very big, actually.
very heavy for both sides.
So that means white cannot, black will not answer this
Black just
threat.
connects.
White comes out and black can still pull back. I think this result is good for black.
Still hang tough. Okay.
So that means this attaching and making a ko when white doesn't have a threat is a good idea.
Does that mean maybe that this bump was originally questionable? Because if that attachment by black leaves white without any good answers, does that mean maybe
That's
that this bump should
possible.
have been
That's
something else?
possible because if this stone if it's like this, then the ko is much lighter for white.
Right, right. Black
Like,
connecting
if it's
that
like
ko
this,
is no longer the end of the
you can
load.
see if it's like this ko,
Right.
the ko is much lighter.
Still pretty heavy for black, but lighter for white.
Well, it's lighter for both, I think, because
Oh, okay.
nothing is going to die with one move.
That's
I mean,
true.
I mean, it's not like everything is going to die with one move.
Right. Whereas
Right.
the other way, it was
The other way
very
is-
severe. Right,
Yeah.
for sure.
So right, so this exchange make it heavy for both.
And sort of raises the temperature globally. So white Hane is down here.
So the thing is, if black ignores, black did ignore this.
Black does ignore, that's right, to make the Hane, which seems also like it
Wait,
seems like
the
this
sequence is white takes, but black pulls back, and then white
White
plays
Hane's
here.
here, that's
So
right.
this move is to create co-threat. If black answers, right, white will use this threat. I
As a
guess that's my guess. So white will throw in or throw in.
It doesn't seem big enough, does it? Like, I mean, if black connects,
yeah, because if black answers, white takes, there's no more threat for black.
right? But even though if white takes here, though, is this so much of a loss? It seems like if he just takes here, right? Is he going to fight a ko again? It seems like black can be okay. here.
Yeah, and then white can honey.
Oh, and that cut will be big enough on the outside. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
This seems okay for white.
That does seem like a tolerable trade.
Or maybe he didn't have a better choice.
That's true. Necessity
So-
being the mother of invention.
So in the game, black ignored it. Black played here.
Right. Hane, and then black takes the ko.
Black honey.
Black Hane, white Hane is back, then black takes the ko, and white connects here.
Wait, we should do the right sequence.
Oh, you're right, I should do
It's
the
like
right
this. Black didn't answer. Black played this honey. So what's the meaning of this honey?
Well, presumably, black wants to make it harder for white to win the ko, right?
Yeah, the black wants to make this ko even
Even
heavier.
bigger, right,
Even,
yeah,
even
even
bigger.
bigger.
Because now if white starts a ko, black takes, the result is it doesn't matter whatever. Black takes, it's like this.
Yeah.
So this is different
this
with
is
the
even
other
bigger,
one. Yeah,
he's
even
he's moving the beef up to the top shelf,
Yes. So
Right.
now black connects. Then this is all black's
raising
territory.
the stakes. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why when white plays this Atari, though, that's the best follow-up that he has for black ignoring up here.
Yeah. So you can see that this situation is an all panuki situation.
Panuki, yep.
So it's actually you have to make a judgment that which panuki you can.
Would you rather have?
Yes.
Yeah.
So white doesn't. So right now white doesn't have a good way to continue. So if white connects, for example, white cannot fight this ko. White connects because whatever you like, if you do something else, black can take this ko incentive.
Right. And now you have
And white
almost
has to
have
connect.
Right.
And after that, black can just connect or just honey from here. This way, black is almost alive. Right?
That looks really pretty nasty, gnarly.
So white doesn't want to have a stone here. If you think that black is going to take and white is going to connect anyway, right now he wants to mix it. He wants to. So if black if black takes, for example, right? And let's say if white takes, black takes. The difference is in the previous variation, black had a stone here, white has a stone here to start the call.
Right.
But now white can move this stone here.
Right, because he hasn't played that one.
Right. So this result, it will be good for white.
I see.
If it's both sides, panuki.
Just having one less wasted stone over here and being able to have Sente to...
That is one move.
Yeah.
And this one move is huge.
Much
Look at
bigger.
this corner.
I mean, cutting off, and it's a huge difference.
Right. So I think that this way, black cannot take, and black has to. Well, this game is I know this cold fight. This kind of cold game is very hard to make a judgment for everyone. So white Atari, black connects. I think that's correct. Black needs to connect.
And now, when white Hane is here and black captures, white can't fight the ko because he didn't get any ko fights down here.
And then black gets this in center, and black can get this Hane. But before that, right?
Yeah,
right.
He'll take this cut.
Yeah.
But I think that means that white now wants to switch up here.
I think this result is pretty good for black.
It looks that way, right? It looks like he made these moves for ko threats and didn't get any ko threats.
So does that mean
this exchange seems to be forced?
Does that mean this is not good and this is a good move?
Well, I mean, you heard it here first. That the bump
That's
was
possible.
Maybe,
So actually, right. So I think black did a good job to solve this go puzzle.
Figure out the right way through here. So, but this move of white, then it seems as if white can get that in, can get this stone on the outside.
Yeah, the value of the outside is not small, but black can live very nicely here, right? Black honey.
Does white have time to capture the stone here?
White can capture now. Black can kill these two stones. I think that this result is good for black.
It does look good for black. It does look good for black. I guess white decided that white didn't have time to take that stone, but had to block.
But black cut, and black still can kill two stones because this Atari is Sente.
Right. So black cuts.
That's what happened?
This is what happens, and white comes out here.
Did he Atari first?
Oh, yeah, he Atari'd
Atari first.
Thank you. Excuse me. I need to get the order right.
I think this result is good for black. Yeah, because if we look at the fight from the beginning, white has two stones here. Black jumped in here.
Right.
Now you see that this area is not very different.
Yeah, we haven't really changed it. This was all black's corner.
This is basically like this. So the only difference is white throws in black connected instead of take, but it's not very different.
Right.
So
right.
So
we haven't changed the corner. This group, I guess, is settled, but black has basically destroyed a lot of the territory. And like you said, this exchange looks like a really good one.
So this result is good for black, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Because this invasion, black got not just to live. Black lived very big.
With some points, yeah.
And this Panuki right now, it's
not really doing that much.
Right.
Am I right that this exchange is still good? Because there isn't any territory here for white's corner, right?
So actually, yeah. So black did a good job. Then we might think, yeah. So if white blocks here, then if they fight this ko, then the ko is much more flexible for white.
Okay. I see. So it's maybe not quite as bad.
So this.
We get a question there from the audience, which is why did white not just why did white add that third stone into the sacrifice, or why didn't white just take this instead of?
You mean just take? If white takes, black also takes. So the difference is that you sacrifice one stone, then there's Atari. Now black has a much better, stronger shape.
Like this, there's no Ataris to close off the corner.
So we see the difference is that you give up one stone and you get this Atari in Sente.
You have the opportunity to
block the outside, you have this Sente, you have this peep in Sente. So just for more.
Having two liberties here gives you a lot more.
Right, you give, right.
Thanks for the question. Okay.
I think this was really good for black.
So if this looks like a good result for black, we can expect then that white's going to try and take the initiative and start some trouble, right?
Start some trouble from where?
I don't know. It seems like he needs to continue to deal with the moyo.
Yeah, so this place white doesn't, like if white ends move here, it's not unclear if it's territory or not. Like this kind of thing, black can still live, I think.
Still options up there.
Right. So white, in the game, white played here. So he's still trying to, so we can look at the territory. We look at the territory. Actually, you see that this area, black has more territory compared to this one, right? Compared with this one, black has more than 10 points. So white has this corner, black has this corner. We call this corner, this is cash,
just from here,
right?
yeah.
And this corner is not completely cash yet.
Close though.
Right, and black has this corner, and white has 2 stones not settled. So I think the situation, positional judgment, I think the situation is good for black.
Good for black. All right. Great.
So it's still this area, the coal.
So white needs to turn all of his area to cash and settle his groups.
All of his area.
Right.
This is so vague.
Looks tough. Looks tough. And so black doesn't even answer this invasion directly. But
Black
instead
played a
probes the corner. Right?
question, asking move, ask white, what would you do
What
here?
do you want? What is valuable?
So he wants white to play here. And he can either this one or this one. So for example, if he gets it, so now I think this stone is really too close.
Right. We'd rather move it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to move here, right? At least move there. And after that, black gains some ice space.
Right.
So this and make white a little bit inefficient. This feels inefficient. So white has to counterattack. I think this move is good.
This
Kusumi.
Kane,
Yeah.
Kusumi, sure.
Well, because this one is also aiming at attacking.
Right.
Like for example, like
And so does this, right? Yeah, it's
this
aiming
kind
at
of
the base.
invasion. This stone will help. Also, the white's attitude is like, you think this place is small. You want to make me smaller. I'm trying to make it bigger.
Right.
With
Right.
this move.
Aiming to expand
If
it.
I kill you, I kill this corner.
And
will
you
be
just
bigger.
made it bigger for me. That's right. That's right.
So black still played here. I was just going to say, if black doesn't do this exchange and thinking about attacking this stone and this stone, maybe this stone is not easy. This is easier to attack. I was thinking about this move too. So because right now black has more territory, I think. So black wants to play on the outside, get the outside.
Would there be any alternatives? Would it be worth like considering kicking first and then maybe leaning over with a knight's move or a diagonal move, depending on how white
Like
replies?
this?
If white jumps, then I guess
Yeah,
you need to do the knight's move, so that then when you divide the two groups, you've driven them closer together.
I think this direction is like, where do you want your stone? For example, like this one, right? Maybe he doesn't like white pushes and connect these two stones from naturally from this direction. So this move is like, so black right now, because black has more territory. So black is okay. Like if white lives on the side, black is okay. And then if black can build a wall here, then go back to attack this one, or even just like getting more territory on this side. And then if black can get Sente to live there, I think this will be a good game for black, enough to win.
Right.
So his move is here first, and white comes here. So there's another reason. After this exchange, I think there's more reason to play here.
It's even more reasons.
Right, because this move is sort of like
Aiming at those two stones.
right,
Right.
making these two stones weaker. So this is good. This is good
The
direction.
right direction to sort of reinforce them. Okay, and so white is going to try and surround, give some help to this one.
Yeah. So for example, if white goes to this kind of invasion, black would just give up this stone. I think.
To swallow this in a really large way.
Right. So if white, what else? White plays something like this, black and honey. Then locally, there's nothing very good to continue. For example, if you double honey, I think this is possible. Even just connect is okay. Or maybe black can
Do that first.
Yeah, do this first.
And then
Just connect is fine. I think black's idea is just get the outside.
right.
So in the game he played here. Black honey. This is black with honey, right?
Yeah, black honeys. I guess before we get too far into white settling the stone here, we have a question from the audience about how the cornerstone can live from here. That the white diagonal play here.
Oh, you mean the corner?
Yeah. How does this black stone continue?
In the future, black can come here first, and after that, black can come here. So at least black gets a ko.
Oh.
So you
clever
because
move.
you can't come here, right? There's a push.
Because I'll just push right.
Right.
through it,
So
that's right.
if white connects either this way or this way, black can at least get a ko.
And this ko looks like the same ko that we see from the 3 point invasion under the 4-4.
3-3 invasion.
Isn't this
Oh, you
basically
are
the same ko?
talking. You mean this one?
Yeah, looks like that ko.
You mean this ko?
Yeah.
This one, right? This one.
Yeah.
Right.
Looks
so,
like the same ko.
Right. So this is the same shape,
Same
right? This way. We ignore the outside. This will be a ko. So this one is the same. You can just play here and get a ko.
A little transposition. That's right. Great. Okay, so so that ko is at least the easy way. Is there another way that black can just live, or is that ko basically the best he's got?
Well, this place is like it actually how much you can do. It depends on the outside.
So the relationship of these stones, and if there's anything out here, is going to matter a lot.
If white is very strong, white can play here. Try
and
to
say,
kill
go
everything.
ahead, 2 stones.
Yes.
What are you going to do? That's right.
So, for example, this is possible. It depends on the stones on the outside. So, like if black goes here, right, and there's a Atari. So, like these options, this one, or maybe this one. The many options. It depending on
Depends
the
a lot
outside.
on what the other.
Yes.
Relevance. All right, hope that answers the question. All right, thank you. So I guess back to white settling these 2 stones here on the side. The hane seems fairly natural, and it seems like white looking for this ko is fairly natural.
Yeah, because if black comes here, white can come out. This is not black's plan. So you can see that if black tries to cut white, white cuts here, right? And after that, if black Ataris connects, then white comes out from here. Like this,
right?
Then you see that this exchange will be bad
Was
because
really
it's
good,
hurting
right.
these 2 stones.
This is now really efficient, right?
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
So black will block. But black blocks here. This area you see that white comes here, black blocks. So first of all, if white, for example, white double honey from here, I think this is not good enough.
For white.
For white.
White needs to try and get some more.
And white comes here, right? Something like this. And then black can maybe get this Atari. And then black can leave that and come back from this side.
Oh, and now it just looks very...
And then black can always go back here to continue, but this would be good.
And
right
moreover,
now.
it seems like by blocking on the outside, any danger to those 2 stones is much smaller now, right?
Right, so if white has no time to kill those 2,
Right, or
to
attack
come
them.
do
Yeah,
something
yeah.
here. So I think the thing is that if black continue here, if everyone you play, you think you're taking advantage, and you're sure you can get sente, you can do it. But if you're not sure, make sure you don't get goated. That's
Right.
one first thing. The second thing is, are this exchange the only way, or you have other possibilities that you'd rather save it?
I see. So since there's other options for later, it's not like white doesn't have time to attack those 2 stones.
Right. So
Right.
so you can have other options later, right?
Right.
So you can wait.
Makes a bit of sense. So I guess is that why white doesn't just hane here?
I saw the game. White played here, and then Atari from here.
Is he maybe just giving up those 3 stones with this connection and then going after the corner?
Yes, that's
That's a lot to give up, isn't it? Feels like a lot to give up.
So black Ataris and then white honey
White
here.
grips, yep.
Well, the corner is big too, but it's still Wow, black just
Black
did
just
this.
just says, no, AGA, I don't want to deal with that later.
Actually, if it's this result, I think white should be very.
It looks like a game, actually, almost. Right?
Right,
This is
because-
a big corner.
Yeah, because now this exchange is reducing black's own territory on this side.
Right, he's set to monkey jump from there. Yeah. And this is not a small corner at all, right? And
This game, this is so strange. Is there anything black can do? I don't like this black's result.
maybe black doesn't need to take that stone immediately?
Like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to fight, can you fight? For example, like this, and if you're honey, white connects, black dies.
I guess there's not a lot of way to fight if you just die.
If you can't fight, then this way isn't.
Can we just
this
show a few more moves to show why black can't run on the side?
black
would probably be
cannot
useful.
gain any liberties because black cannot gain liberties. Black only has 3 liberties.
Only has 3 liberties, and even after this
Yeah,
and
the
this,
other side,
still
white
3
has
liberties.
4 liberties.
White's got 4.
White dies.
So
Black
even
dies.
if black tries,
Yeah,
one
white
of
just
those.
needs to reduce liberties and kill.
Hope that's helpful out there.
So if this is bad, if this is not as good, can black just turn and then continue?
That certainly looks more unyielding.
White comes here, black then Atari.
Now he's got 4 liberties. It would be 4 to 4. Black would
Well,
win on the top.
on this side, what black can kill white.
Right.
And then white comes here. Isn't this better for black?
It's a little bit more
White's
stable.
corner is smaller, and this side is
Even
the
bigger.
Same. It is this side that the game is. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger. And the white is not completely alive, right? This area, this place right now. If white
block,
ignores,
right, and then Hane, and now I'm
Yeah.
not alive yet.
You're
I just
not
have
alive
one
yet.
eye here.
because of this is Atari here.
Hmm.
There's Atari. Because of this Atari. Otherwise, you can come.
Otherwise,
here.
I could come down, but since
Yes.
oh yeah, don't have time.
Isn't this better? Because I think the corner is much better than this in the game. The white corner.
White's corner is much better. So this maybe was a result that we'll have to follow up with Ryan and maybe ask him why he didn't choose this path.
So actually, I want to go back here. Is this the only choice for black when it's like this? Okay, so is it possible let's just go through the variations. If it's like this, and is white going to cut, or double honey is another option. But if white double honey like this, I think black can just play here.
And draw back.
Right. This is one way, and it's actually very similar to the other variation we showed.
Where black blocked and made the
Yes,
territory on the
yes.
outside and follows up here.
So if white cuts where?
It doesn't look like there's a good follow, right?
Cuts here. If white cuts here, can black just?
Just tough it out?
Do you have are you? Do you have an idea?
For black?
What to do?
Oh, I hope you're not asking me that seriously. Of
I am
course I don't have an
asking
idea,
you.
seriously. If I would just try to tough it out with Atari and then hang here,
Connect.
and then,
hand here.
yeah, if I can. I don't know if I can. But of course I would want to do the most unreasonable thing first.
Well, if this works, then you win.
But if it doesn't work, boy, am I in trouble.
So first you look at this one. I think you win.
Looks good. Looks good to me.
Well, white turns.
Do I care? Can I
You
just
care.
take? Can I just take these though?
And then he takes this one.
It's awkward, but I'm
Well,
taking the
it's still
whole
better
side.
than in the game.
I think this is better
For
than the game
black.
for black. Yeah, absolutely.
So
Just to follow up, if the cut,
just Atari on the
Atari
outside.
on the outside and just connect or something.
Yes.
Right. and then settle myself, content myself with taking.
If you have
5 stones
coaster,
right
you
there.
can even come here, but
Wow.
maybe not.
I'm not that greedy of a man. I see something simple like this, I'm happy
Well,
with that.
you know, this cow, if you can come here or you can't come here, it makes a huge difference.
A huge difference, but I feel so happy with this already.
Okay.
Just to not have crashed and burned that maybe I'd just be.
I really want to play here.
You really want to play that co? Can black fight the co? Does
Well,
black have
white
co?
has co-threads. Like
Right,
this
and
is a
over here
co-thread.
maybe there's at least
It's
one.
probably too heavy.
Probably a little heavy.
Because if you fight the co now, white starts to co here, and then
Oh.
you have to let white kill these 2 stones.
And then now I've just lost what I was so happy to have a second ago.
I'm not sure about this exchange.
I-
If black can kill the corner, maybe it's okay.
Maybe it's okay again for black. Okay.
But what black definitely cannot let white. So black definitely cannot let white take the 4 stones.
Got
like
it.
this. Yeah, that's possible. You can let him take these 2 stones. For example, black connects, white takes. Are we going too far?
I don't know. Do I get a co-threat for something over here? Or is it just that as soon as white starts the co, I just ignore any white co-threat?
Well, but white kills
Oh, this is
everything
white's
here.
co-threat. This is a lot over here on the top. Is there? I mean, now I imagine we have to run for our life here because that's too much to
Yes.
give up, right?
Yeah, and then this block is in there. So locally, the corner black can carry from here to kill white.
Keep it dead.
Not completely dead, actually. Still, maybe some annoying codes.
I like
it is
the
dead.
other
It is-
variation
this
where
is
I
dead.
kill
This
these
is dead.
5.
It's dead.
So why pick this complicated variation than the other one where I just take these 5?
If this works, it's even better.
Even better. Okay.
If it doesn't work, then you go back to that one.
So this is even better, even though white has these stones and I'm weak on the outside.
I mean, I'm saying if this works, so we have to make a positional judgment
Oh, I
and
see, I
decide
see.
if this works or not.
I see what you
Actually, I'm not sure.
mean. Got it. I have to ask you the tough questions here. That's my job.
I need to explain this anyway. Anyway, so we're getting too far.
Getting a little far afield.
But I really don't like the result in the game. I mean, black's result.
White seems to have gotten a fairly large corner.
Yeah. So this is. I don't know what Ryan was thinking. Maybe he was not expecting white goes from this way. That's. So locally, if black Atari is here, white will come out, and then if black takes, I think white is going to. It's again that you can Atari or you can't Atari. It makes a difference.
Sure.
Very big difference.
Sure.
So if it's white, black connects, white connects
So are you thinking
versus
that
this one.
white has co-threats over here when white is offering to start that co?
Yeah, but black can just connect.
Can just connect and then white connects. And now this makes a big difference as far as the.
Yeah, with or without this exchange.
It's
For
huge.
white, it makes a difference, yes.
Sure.
So maybe this result, I think that it's more important to close white. So this result will be good for white. And you look at this exchange again, it's hurting these 2 stones.
The corner exchange with that diagonal move, right?
You rather not have this exchange.
You'd rather leave this somewhere else so that maybe you'd probe underneath, or
Right. You attach
leave
on
those
the
all-
outside. Or.
Okay.
So in the game, and I think maybe he should think about this one. This one force white to live on the inside.
right.
Are we catching up with the real game?
Oh no, we haven't been catching up at all. I've been slacking. We have a lot of game.
Okay.
Oh, I guess not that much.
Yeah, this one is. But we can still look at the. We can still do a positional judgment. You want to count?
Sure.
You want to count?
Sure. I'll tell everyone who they are, what they're watching, and all that stuff while you count.
I'm
just like old
asking-
times. Oh, do you want me to try and count? I can try.
My
Okay.
question is, you want to count?
Not very much. Do you want to count?
If you don't.
Math on TV is always tough to do.
Okay.
But yeah, let's go ahead and count.
I think the situation is still, and it's not bad for black at all. I think that like this corner, I'm not sure how should we count because it's not territory yet.
That was going to be my first question: is how should I count that corner?
I don't know.
That's right. And how about this top side? How do we count that?
That's not settled. So there's no cash.
So we're going to count that whole thing as 0.
We don't know how much cash white has here.
Can we count anything for white here with this set block in center?
Yeah, there's a few points there.
A
but
few.
A few points.
Can we get mathematically? I'd like to point out counting was not my idea here. It's just-
Well, I think I'm okay. I'm not so bad because like when I watch the 5 videos that top pros analyzing AlphaGo versus AlphaGo with Fan Hui.
Right.
Fan Hui always stop and say we should do a positional judgment. Let's count.
Right.
And then they always say there's no certain
It's
territory.
hard to count anything. That's right.
There's no certain territory. Nothing. That like this 5 points. This is territory. That is 2 points. That is territory. And the others are not territory.
And that's it. And so that's where we're at right
and
here.
so we can't count. We're okay. So I think this is territory.
Okay.
Let's say white has 10 points here.
10 points there for white.
This side unclear, right? And black has a corner here. So let's say these 2 corners are about the same, and black is probably a little better. Black is better because black has more.
And this, we can count this for some.
Yes, this one is.
At least
so you look
8,
at
9, 10.
10 points.
10 points.
Yeah, this is 10 points. I
Okay.
think black is better. This black is better than this white.
And can we count black at least to here, from here?
Yeah, so black has, I would count like 15 points and up to 20 if black gets
15
everything.
to 20. Okay, let's call it 17. So 17,
Let's
17
go,
and a
let's
half.
go 15. Let's
15,
go 15.
okay. 15, 10, 25, and 5 here makes...
This is not 5.
Oh, this is more than 5. Okay.
I think, okay, let's just compare. This is better than this. And this is better than this. This one and this one, black is territory, white
Black
is
is
not
solid
territory.
and white's is not
Yeah.
solid. But white's would be bigger if white gets all of it, which just seems like a tough lift.
Now this is whose turn?
It is black's turn.
Black's
and
turn.
Black attaches over here to this capstone.
So I think Ryan's judgment is that he gets this territory. It's enough. Is that right?
It seems to be. However, it looks like white just lives inside.
So I think that this area, like what we said, if white ends to move here, there's still
That's okay.
there's still something here, right? So you cannot get everything. I mean, this won't be territory. Like this whole thing will not be territory.
No, there's no way white can keep all of
Right. Even if black this kind of moves, I think there's still white will not get everything. So I think that's why he thinks this is enough.
His better bet is to live down here. Or why Ryan thinks that this is enough.
So for example, if you look at it like this, right? I think that white, honey from the outside, white will not get anything. So white would rather do this exchange. And then this area black has...
That's like another 25 points, 30,
35 points.
35 points. Wow. And that's basically 35 points unanswered with no,
Yes,
no
45.
corresponding gain.
So black will have 60 points. And black is confident with 6 points versus white's this and this. I think that's probably right. And when we see white's move, white played this
Honey's
one.
inside. White seems like he has to, right? If just by that positional judgment, it seems
think
like white has to do it, right?
This is pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy. But how's it work out for him?
Well, it has to work.
Has to work. This all seems straightforward so far.
I just saw a line and said, don't count, use your value network. I
Yeah,
think a
use
value
your
network
value
will
network.
still have to count.
Well, the value network has already counted so many times that
Yes.
it's built into the weightings of its transdimensional
We don't have TPU, so we don't
Yeah,
use...
we're TPU-less, that's right.
Our brain is not powerful enough.
Well,
We don't have that much computing power.
good thing, too. I don't know what we'd do with it all.
So how does this work for white? White?
Well, it seems
White-
like white uses first forces here.
Yeah, that is forcing.
Got to do that. And then white comes back here. Black
And
just
black
connects.
connects.
I think black is sort of saying, what's your plan going to be here?
Black comes here?
Yeah, and now I guess this is white's plan.
This is the game?
Yeah.
So first of all, we look at this one. If white goes here directly, what is black? Black is going to play, what is the sequence? What is the
looks like
right sequence?
Tough life and death problem.
You want to do it?
No. Absolutely not. Are you kidding me?
I don't want to do it.
Okay.
So what is the right sequence? Honey?
Hane looks like a good place to start.
Okay. And so first of all, I can see this won't work. For
Looks
white.
dead. This looks dead, Zors.
Yeah, this
Just
clamp.
gone. The clamp will be enough to kill me. But what if I just let you double Atari?
You let me kill the 2 stones?
I mean, if I live, because dying everywhere else is not enough. Right.
No, this doesn't.
Can I
work.
just do this and then live? I can't live.
You can't live.
I can't live because you can still play here. Okay, so I can't block. So how do I answer that?
No, I think even if you can take, right? You take doesn't work. Take what white can push, black can push. But even if you can live with 2 points, white cannot do.
It cannot endure living with 2 points. So even if I connect here,
And you're still dead.
yep, still dead.
Still dead.
I still don't see a way to not be dead. So, oh, I guess no, that still looks dead.
So that's why he has to go from here first
Has to
and
build one on
to
the
prevent this Atari and this Atari. I think that's.
So black takes the vital point. I guess,
Yeah.
directly.
So let's see. Let's say if black comes here, then white goes here. Right?
Now it looks like the honey doesn't work
this will live. This way white lives.
Right. At least one here. At least one here.
So black plays here the vital point. It seems like white connects.
White actually honey's on the outside.
That means white let black take these 2. I think
That's
this
black's
won't.
next move.
This result, I think I like black again.
Okay. What if white can connect these 3 out?
Connect these 3 out.
Out to here.
Out to here. Black would come here, and you connect out. The corner is alive. Actually, white didn't drag so much out, and this black already gained a lot,
Right.
and this stone is wasted.
Because it's alive on the
Yeah.
inside.
After that is the black and honey here. The corner becomes much smaller.
Oh,
Even
this
black-
honey is
right.
pretty large.
Yes.
Versus if white had gotten. an
Yeah. So I
extension
think
there.
white didn't gain. It's not good enough. Yeah, something like that.
It's similar.
This is a game.
This is the game, and white Atari's on the outside, and I think we only have a few more moves until we're all caught up. Yeah. Oof. 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 Painful. Sorry, we're just reviewing the next moves here.
Black played here,
Right.
and white has to turn.
White has to turn, but I think white actually plays the order a little different. First, white
this one
forces the
first.
capture, and then connect.
That probably matters. There's a cut.
That's right. And now when black pushes this way, and white has to extend.
Right. I think white's gain is very small, and black probably gained more this way.
Right, white comes out. Asks if it's good for B. I think
I think
Jenny,
it's good for black.
yeah, the question is it good for black? And I think the answer is
If
definitely.
black comes here, white needs to. Oh yeah, white needs to connect. And after that, there's a. Actually, this place. So can white come here? But this is Sente, so but black has liberty problem.
That might be a saving grace. On the other hand, that also might explain why black doesn't come out a third time, but just leaves it for now.
Yeah, because that's not big enough. I mean, that's not very big. But I think black doesn't need
But
to.
this is what we're looking at for later.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is current.
This is current right here without this.
Yeah. So locally, locally, if black doesn't do anything, is there anything white can do? Oh, this is not here.
Yeah, that's not here yet. So this placement is maybe not yet.
Can you kill it?
achievable. I don't see
What
it.
if you kill it?
If white kills
Well,
it?
I can see this doesn't kill because this turn and this miai. So if you want to kill, you have to come here first. And then come here. Now what would you do?
Oh, I would resign.
Really?
No question. No question.
You resign?
Well, if I'm playing the guy who beat Chen Yaoye or the other American professional, Eric Louis, neither
Black
of them would have a
resign.
chance. Well, all right.
Who resigns?
Well, it would depend who I'm playing. Is all I'm saying. So, can black live? You're asking me. Okay.
I play the move. It's your turn.
Well, I would maybe start here.
It's your white's turn.
It's white's turn. Oh, you play there. Okay. Like that, I still feel like it's the transposition isn't going to change anything here, right? Like, because now I'm going to have to deal with something on the other side. I'm out of liberties here.
There's a Atari here.
Yeah, I'm out of liberties. So I can't.
And I think black should just play here directly. Then this and this Miai. These two Ataris Miai.
Yep. So this is a little too aggressive for white.
This means white cannot kill black.
Right.
That's it.
Well, I certainly can't.
So you're not playing the board. You're playing the person.
Of course. As an amateur, it's the only thing to do.
You didn't see what Ryan said? Ryan said
No, what did Ryan say?
Ryan said that when he was playing Chen Yaoye, he said that the key thing is that play the board, not
Just
the
to
person.
play the board. That's wise advice. That's very wise advice.
So since you're not doing that.
I need to be more like Ryan Lee. All right, I'll do my best.
Okay, so
Thank you, Lasher. I'll do my best.
So this is actually, I think it's important black got sente.
Right. It's important that white can't kill this because it lets black take sente to leave.
Right. So the reason black got sente is because white cannot kill this.
Right. That's where I was going. Exactly. Precisely what I had intended to say. So black got sente.
Yeah, that move is very big. That's very big. So now I think I would take black.
Right. This stone got wasted, right? The territory gain here was fairly large.
Yes. So white actually didn't get so much territory. You see that it's not so big, right?
Right. You had counted it as 35 one way with a very generous after this.
Yes.
After the attachment, if white just blocks on this side.
Right.
It's like 35 points over here.
So this outside, black has like the 3 stones, and this is 10 points plus some points here. So white got some territory here, but black also got this very strong shape here.
Right, and it reduces.
Right. In the future, if black comes here, white Ataris, I think black can Atari here, then black can still get some points here. You can see if white connects, then this will be sente. White has to live in the corner.
Oh, that's painful.
Otherwise, at least I can see that anything, even the ko is free for black.
Free ko.
Right. So white has to live. Then black gains some points here.
It's
and
another 10.
Right. So white's corner becomes much smaller. So like the white took 20 points here, right? And then black gained some here. White lost some here. Then so that means white didn't get so much.
Okay.
Or even not gaining.
Especially because black got sente then to go break up that top.
Right. That move is very big.
And now I guess, are we worried about these 4 stones becoming sort of isolated? I guess with this block there's always some space here, but is there, if black gets time to do something like this, is there a concern that this is just a huge
something. I think black will play here.
As a better way to proceed.
Because locally you can see if white Ataris black connects, there's a clamp.
Right.
In the corner, we see that.
Yikes.
And then white is that shape there.
Uh-oh. Oh boy. Awkward.
So white has to worry about that.
So that explains white's.
But this way, white won't have enough cash.
If white just lets black live up here on the top.
Black attaches.
Just
lives.
A nice move. That's right. Just a nice.
This seems like Ryan is having confidence winning the game. Just get cash.
I did hear he just got married recently. Gave him a lot of confidence.
You already said this many times.
I didn't. Well, the confidence might still be working for him. It's hard to say. So this seems like a pretty standard.
Yeah, because I don't see you can see white doesn't have so much territory, right? The whole time white. But the only thing good about this is that if white fixes this exchange, killed black, white gained some. Yeah, connects it better. I was just going to say there is this kind of AGA here, so it connects. So the only thing good for white is this exchange.
Right.
Becomes bad for black.
Whereas for black, this is an awkward spot.
So now it's much easier to count that corner 20 points.
20 points. This one, 20 points.
I'm not accurate.
Okay.
Okay, 20 points. And this corner, if we look at it like this.
Then it's only
if we look at it like this, then it's only 7 points. White has to
And
live.
black gets more than 7 on the other side here, right? Like this.
Well, white can extend, and
Instead.
black comes here. White Ataris. But this corner is still not alive.
Right.
So this is let's just count 7, right?
Okay.
And 27, and this is white has white. If white kills the 2 stones, white has more than 10. So 40 something.
Okay.
Plus
40
something
points.
here.
46
That's
points?
unclear how much.
Okay.
Actually, I think the territory is still close.
So then why are we so happy with black's position?
We are not. I didn't say I'm so happy. We are so happy with black's position.
We're not so happy. We're just fairly happy.
If you're so happy, it means you're 20 points ahead.
Oh, man. I've never been so happy before.
Or at least 15 points ahead, and you know your win rate goes up to 70%.
Do you think in terms of your win rate these days, is that what your win rate is? Is this another AlphaGoism? Thinking in terms of our win rate?
I'm just making fun of you.
Just making fun of me. Oh, yeah. Well, my win rate is never going to be 70%, I'm sad to say.
So locally, this area, black is not alive because white has this move.
And so that's why black makes that attachment.
Black has to.
It seems
Black
like
is here, right?
Ryan is still being fairly defensive then, huh?
I think so.
On the other hand, this exchange of this attach for it
Oh, this is not here.
means that there's no problem over here for this. Will Ryan be ranked up soon, or does he need more results? That's a
Did
great
he
question.
Atari here first before he played this attach? I
Oh,
think so,
yeah,
right? This
I
is
think
the
so.
right choice, the right sequence.
Yes, he did. He plays that Atari first, and then he attaches.
Is there anything white can do to counterattack?
Ooh.
Can white still?
While you're reading that, I'm going to answer the question that we got from the audience, which was if Ryan will be ranked up after beating Chen Yaoye. There is an update on that coming. I don't know when the plans are to announce that update, but I know that the pro committee has been discussing it, and we do hope to have an announcement soon.
I saw you are helping me to think about this.
Aren't I helpful? I'm so
And
helpful.
you're just escaping and saying I'm making an announcement.
So can white counterattack?
Can white counterattack? Let's just play out the variation. For example, this one, right? And actually, if white connects, black Atari is here.
That looks
White is
dead-ish.
no, it's not dead.
not dead.
It's like this, right?
Oh.
So if you Atari from the outside, black takes. White still needs to move here to close black.
close
Then
off.
this is alive.
And white can't just extend? Can't make it a two dead stones? Like this?
This works.
I don't think it works.
Really?
I mean, because black's not closed in, so it doesn't look like it works, right?
This is alive.
Oh, it's so alive that way.
alive.
So alive.
So white connects here.
Thank you, move. Right.
What if white connects here? Black will Atari here. And white connects. White connects now. Black connects now.
It looks like white's dead in the corner, right? Doesn't white owe you a move here?
You're not reading the ladder?
I'm not reading the ladder because I saw these guys.
Okay, the ladder works for black.
Oh.
Then that means it works for black.
Mm-hmm.
We're reading this ladder. So the ladder is if white cuts, black can kill white.
Right.
I think you're not very helpful. You're just talking and not reading.
I thought that was my role. If I was supposed to, I've totally misunderstood my whole job. Oh my gosh. I'll do my best to be more
Next,
helpful in the
I
future,
hope I
Jenny.
can. I hope I have an AI to help me to make
Next
a position
time
judgment.
we'll have AlphaGo here next year. To help you out.
Really?
Okay, so so if we've established that white can't counterattack,
That variation.
or at least not in this way. Is there other moves that you're considering?
Seems no.
This seems like the best one.
Seems there's no other option right now, right? So another one is that if you play here and then peep here, connects, then you can push in center. And black has to connect.
But how do you continue?
How do I continue? This one. So black is there locally, but black can come out.
And this is at least a running fight. And now white can aim at building something.
But the problem is that black is very solid here. It's alive here, so it's pretty
What's
easy.
he going to build? Yeah, where's he going to get his
Well, the black just come out. Can black wedge?
Good question. Good question. So white took an opportunity to play this one here, just to get that in there before white, I think, actually followed your sequence. Here, yep, with the block, only instead of just connecting here, white haned over here and hasn't played these attachments yet. So this looks, is there some danger here for black? Is it possible? Or is black too solid for there to be a real counterattack?
This is a move before black lives. Black needs one move to live, right? Otherwise, this move will work. The peep we just showed, this one will work. So before black lives, black asks white. If white connects here, if white plays here, then there's a cut, right?
Sure.
There's a cut, so that means black can live in center.
Right.
But if white connects here, black can connect here and live better.
Right. And there's still some like shape problems. And
On the outside,
Yeah.
yes. And also,
and there's less territory in the corner. Right.
right. There's no point, almost no
points.
points in the corner.
Right. A pointless corner. Oh man. Okay. All right. Well, that sounds like a great little asking move. I guess white, rather than answer the question, has
White-
instead just decided to.
Is he in Byoyomi or is he?
It's possible. It's possible the players in Byoyomi.
Well, I would not. If I'm not in Byoyomi, I'd rather not do this exchange.
Right. This
You
does
know
seem
what?
like you've given up. Like there was the liberty shortages that we talked about. You know, black coming out here
Yes.
caused. There were some liberty reasons here that made
Because after you do this exchange, black can come out from here.
Right. Right. And what have you gained? It's not really.
So
Fair
there's more liberty problems if without this exchange. That's why I ask if he has time trouble. Maybe he shouldn't.
It's a reasonable question.
Otherwise, this exchange, if white doesn't continue, then this is pretty big, because now white cannot play here.
Right. The
There's
cut
a
kills
cut.
these. And
So
it's-
if white has to connect here, black turns. This move is very big. You can see that in the future. So I think that the exchange makes black
Alive.
it's very clearly alive.
clearly alive. Like no AGA alive.
There's AGA for white. If black jumps, the whole group is not alive. Look at that.
This whole white group is just going
Yeah,
to be floating.
and-
And that's a lot of stones to play for no points.
Right.
Yeah.
I was going to say that.
Oh, yeah? Oh, well, see, I'm trying to be helpful. I'm doing my
Yeah,
best.
good job.
I guess that also explains why white has ignored.
Oh, this is what happened. White ignored and played here. Black just played.
White
this
ignored that whole
move.
situation,
Yeah,
and
because
black
this
just drew
move
out.
is so big.
That's right, and then white connected. And I guess we're going to see what Eric is going to do to try and keep those stones settled. Or maybe how
I think
how Ryan is going to continue. Do you think he's going to turn just directly and just take
I'm
the profit?
debating if he should turn or he should continue
Answer over
here.
there. How do we continue? How do we answer this invasion? What do we decide among?
So the only basically this move, right? I'm not high tech enough to see a third choice.
This isn't just low tech Jenny, huh?
This is my low tech move.
Okay.
Well,
If either of those work, I mean, why look farther?
well, that reminded me of the review. I think the Western players haven't seen the review because it's in Chinese. The Fan Hui brought the AlphaGo data and review with the Chinese pros.
Sure.
We're trying to translate into English, add subtitles. And in the review, the process, my low-tech move is here.
My low tech. That's a great way to phrase it. Because it's a little low tech. I mean,
And-
the stones and the wood. It
Well,
goes back
He was
thousands
saying
of years.
AlphaGo's high-tech move is there, my low-tech move is here.
Oh my gosh. So you mentioned that those are going to be translated. So Fan Hui gave these. Did he give the lectures in conjunction with the Chinese professionals?
Well,
of
he
these
was-
AlphaGo versus AlphaGo.
He was talking with two Chinese pros. One of the two pros is a guest, and they are top pros. So the guest didn't see the game.
Right.
And they don't let the guests see the game.
Oh.
So they do a commentary, and Fanhui has AlphaGo's
Fanhui
data.
has AlphaGo's data. The
Yes.
pro hasn't.
One of
doesn't
the pros, the top pro, didn't see the game, and the other pro saw the game. So it's this combination.
Right. I see. I see.
The video is really fun.
So you guys are trying to get those translated.
We're
I believe,
trying to.
Brady of Brady's Blunders and yourself and a few others are helping to try and get these translations and subtitles on the AGA
we're trying
YouTube
to.
channel. So
Yes.
stay tuned on here. Hit that subscribe button. You'll get an update when we get those posted. Hear that, Brady? You're going to have to finish them now. So, all right. So I guess the low-tech move here was indeed what Ryan went ahead and went with.
The low-tech moves.
Hey, if it works. If it works. And so he just blocks over there, and then Eric comes back to keep that turn from being a problem.
That's so big. I really want to play here. I really want to play here.
And this low-tech forcing exchange almost looks really good. It looks like he was able to get this even larger, right? Like if he just played here to before this exchange, right? If you don't make this exchange, if white just plays here.
White will play here.
Right, fine. Well, I mean, sorry, that's better.
No, I was going to say this exchange is better than letting white get this. So I mean, this shape is better for black that let white and move directly
I see.
here.
Then to just take those two stones.
Yeah, because there are two more liberties. There's just
so
more
much more
things to use.
potential,
It's like this
right.
move. It's like this one.
Right, just like
white
that
has
and
two more liberties. Then the outside has more.
And that made a big difference because white was able to get both this Atari and this attach as the forcing move.
So that answers the question earlier that why white wants to run, and that's the sacrifice. Oh, this is stone here. So he still went back here because this move is really big.
So black has the stone, white comes back, black pushes through.
Right. So
white blocks, capture, recapture.
But this way, black is clearly alive there. I was going to say we should count again.
Okay.
This corner is still the same.
So that's 20. That's what you said, 20. This was 7, 27. Oh, I bet that one's mine.
This is 10. So white has about 40 points.
40 points for white. And black then has got.
Seems like black is doing okay right now. Black has more. Like this is 5. This is 10.
15.
15.
So
and it's black's turn. So this plus this is 20, and then this is more than 10 for sure. So 40.
32. 40.
And black still has this.
Okay, so black has got 40, and this needs to beat Comey, basically.
And it's black's turn.
And it's black's turn.
Yeah. And we don't like the center is almost neutral point because no one can build anything. White is stick here, black is even thicker here.
Right.
And so the center is basically nothing for both.
Well, it looks like it's going to be.
I think that if I play black, I would probably play here first. So he did this exchange. He did this exchange, which is good, which is even better. And after that, this becomes sente.
Right, because he's threatening to connect.
Right. There's a wedge, right? And even this works.
Right.
But wedge is better.
Why is the wedge better?
Because if black comes here.
Oh, this whole seal sequence is.
You're not reading again. Black dies.
Black's just dead, huh? Oh, never mind. I take it all back. So yeah, that makes the wedge.
So if it's the same, right? It's like black did this exchange. This Atari. You see the difference? Now black Atari is here.
Right.
If white connects, black pulls back, then
black
white
pulls
dies.
back and white dies. Yep.
Yeah,
big difference. So it's the difference between working and not working, right? Yeah.
And if white Atari is here, black can come here.
Now it's.
And then black connects.
He's
then
got more
white
liberties.
dies.
Right.
So wedge works. The other move doesn't work.
Right.
But the thing is that you see there's a cut first.
Right.
Then you work out which one works. The sequence, I mean.
That's how we should approach it when we're thinking about it. I see. And now black.
And then now black
turns
played
back
here. This is the only big thing left.
Right. So I guess if we're going to be heading into endgame, do you think we should take a little bit of a break, let the players get out in front for us?
Oh, it's up to you. I think black is going to connect.
Okay.
And I think white has to fix the corner.
Right, as we talked about earlier, there's like at least a free co here if black.
And then it's
white
still
doesn't do
black's turn. I think black is ahead. You want to take a break?
Sure, why don't we take a quick break and we'll come back here in about 5 minutes or so. So we'll let you guys watch the players cogitate, and we'll come back to you soon. Don't go anywhere.
Okay,
Thank
see
you
you
very
later.
much. Hello, folks. We're back. I'm Andrew Jackson, joined with Jenny Shen, two-down professional. As you can see, we're live in the middle of the playing area at the San Diego Go Congress, and it looks like we've had a bit of a surprise here in this game. What just happened here?
Well, I think the background is so cool. I just saw it.
You just saw it? All
Yeah.
right. That's right. Like I said, we are floating in space, so that's totally how we're doing
Yeah.
this. What happened to white?
Let's get to the place. So I was expecting white comes here, but I think that he thinks that if he plays here, black comes here. He
Right.
thinks
There's not
white
enough.
thinks he's behind.
Right.
Because we see that suddenly black gains 10 points here.
Right.
And white's territory is still about 40.
Right.
And black already has like.
So with that 10 points, and this was black's Comey compensation already, so another 10 points would just put black way up.
Yeah,
front.
this is like 25 plus. This is already 40.
Right.
Then black still has this so white is behind for sure if it's like this. So white actually played this crazy move.
Resisted, right, saying,
Yeah.
okay, there's a ko here in the corner, but I don't have time to deal with that now.
And black played here. So they started the ko.
Black just started this ko immediately.
White has to take. Black. So we just showed this sequence earlier that the corner would be a ko if white ignored. So I think if white thinks his situation is okay, he would just add a move.
Okay.
This move it means that white thinks it's not okay. Just answer.
Oh, okay. So by just, okay.
Yeah. What is the question?
Oh, sorry, no, you're saying that white thinks that is not okay
To add a move,
Right.
just live
to just live because he doesn't have time. He had to play here, right?
because this is risky.
Right,
The ko is much lighter for black than white because white is risking this big group.
right.
But black is like white takes a ko here, takes a ko here, right?
It's like 2 points bigger.
right. So it's not. It's so black. It's not black. It's not like black is not going to lose anything, but the loss. Like white will lose a lot more if white loses the ko.
Right.
So this is a sequence black can make a ko. Before this, white actually. Oh, black took the
Black
ko
just
first.
took the ko instead of playing that, right?
Yes. So locally, if white comes here, it's still a ko.
Still.
They just fight this ko.
They just
This is
fight it.
actually even. It's about the same. So white played. Black took the ko. White played this. Black cross, and then white took the ko back, right?
Right. And now black is looking for ko threats. And black hanes, white hanes.
Yeah,
back.
this ko thread is annoying.
It's kind of a.
It's quite annoying.
It's annoying for white. It
For
seems
white.
like it's also maybe giving white some points, though, right?
But there you have a big group of fighting ko
That's
for
true.
life.
You can't really worry about the couple points that you get
Right,
'cause
so
if you lose the group.
the number of ko threads here is much more important than like the points you're going to lose.
Right.
For both sides, yes.
Right.
So what can? And I think this ko thread, black can continue to fight the ko here to find the ko thread here. So that these ko threads are actually like the free threads. Black would not lose anything when he's fighting this ko. When
Because
he's
he was going to
looking.
squeeze here anyway.
Yeah. So because we'll see the sequence later. So black cuts, right? White took the ko. Oh no. Black actually played here first.
Yeah. Black takes the ko.
So black took the ko.
and
White
then
played here.
White plays here. That's right.
And then took the ko back, right?
And then black plays
Black
the second
played this
ko.
ko. So this becomes a real ko.
Right. And white takes that ko.
So
And then black cuts on the inside.
right.
After
So
white takes.
so white cannot just say I just come out because this way. First of all, this area what black has cut. It means that black will have stone center moves
These
here.
forcing moves are going
Right,
to make the
right.
threat very dangerous for this white
Also,
group.
just look at points. White already lost all the points in the corner and running out with 0 points.
With 0 points is
And running close to black is super thickness.
Right.
Right. This is super thickness because black is alive.
right. Not just thickness. Super
Super thickness is
right. Even better.
even better.
The thickness that's already alive. So now this is a real ko. So white takes and
White
then black
takes the ko.
cuts.
Black cut. Yeah, this ko thread is really good for black. This is free threads. So white Ataris. Black comes here. White pushed again.
Right.
So I think that black doesn't want to take the ko now. He think because white comes out, if black continue takes the code, white
Now
can connect
maybe
back.
white can just connect
right.
with just something
Then
like
this will be a much bigger loss, right? That if black continues.
These were freebie moves.
Right, so black needs to continue here. This is great.
Right.
So locally you can see that white Atari, if white Ataris, and then Atari here, black comes here, white has to connect first, right?
Oh
and then black honey. Then white has to Atari from here, and then this is center. So basically white cannot play this sequence because locally white was already losing points.
Sure.
Because white has to reduce the 2 liberties here, and black got this Panuki. We just play out the sequence. You can see that this is center. Black already got a lot of points here. Without fighting the code, black already got a lot.
Right.
So white has to Atari from here.
All right.
From here.
On the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So white Atari's from the outside, and then black takes the code
Black
back.
takes the code back.
Right.
It was It was like this, right? And then black takes the code back. White played this Atari. This is the code threat, and black takes. And then white took the code.
Right.
And then black played this Atari. And I thought that white ignored it. How does this work? This works? If this works? No, this doesn't think. I don't think this works for white.
Well, I mean, works as in accomplishing.
I mean, giving up this, white
It's like another 10 points, right? It's not. It seems like. White
That's
is going
definitely
backwards here.
not enough for white. Because this is not just 10 points. You can see this is 5 stones, plus these 4 stones. That's already 20 points.
And I got only 2 points back from this very light
Right.
throw. I did this, but there's still a cut here.
So let's take a
No, I
look.
did-
If
yeah,
white answers, black takes. Black still has a free code threat here if white has to answer that.
Is white out of co-threats? Is
I
that what this means?
think
Are there no
so.
co-threats up here?
This one.
A co-threat.
What if black gives up this and kills this? This looks bigger.
Oh,
This is-
so that might not even be a big enough co-threat.
This is 1/4 of the board.
Right.
So he is out of threat.
So white's out of threats, which is, I guess, why white has to ignore.
Wow, that's so painful. This
And I guess
is-
if he had to ignore, then maybe he should have just been alive.
Well, he was desperate, that means. So he finished the code and black took this. That's a game. Okay, you want to count? This is much easier.
That's the game. This is much easier to count now. Well, let's. I guess we should just seal off the last couple.
Still doesn't want to count.
I'll count. Yeah.
So I played
Teacher,
this
I am
one,
happy to
right?
count.
And then this one. I think black is winning.
I thought these two made it easier to count. Just once you had this down here, that makes it a little bit easier.
I think black is winning now.
What do you want to count? I'm sorry. You just asked me if I want. Okay.
I gave the easy task for you,
Oh, okay.
to you.
Well, this is still. Let's see.
This is
Still
11.
the 11 points, 10 points. And now this is only, I guess, 3 or 4.
Yeah. White has a little bit here
Little
because
bit
it's
there.
Atari center.
Oh, that's a good point.
I don't not clear how many, but this is
This
still
is
20.
Still 20. So there's, even though black got this one, when the Hane connected, so
yeah, so white has, this is 11, right? This is
31
30.
and a few more here.
Yeah, 40.
Generously, that's 10 for 40. So 47 with Comey. And then black,
20. This is 25. This is these two. This is already 50.
whoa, 50? This is 25
Then that
and
means
this
black
is
has
25?
at least 60. Well, white only has 40, right? White only has 40, right?
That's what you said.
Yeah, that's why this is definitely good for black now.
Wow. So does white have any chance that he can like maybe turn this into something larger?
You can try.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll try. I'll try with his move.
Yeah, that's his move.
It's probably better than mine.
I think black just needs to answer, but he played this too. I think black just needs to answer. You can't make a big territory here. This is not easy to make. Black played here first.
He attached first, yeah. He attached first, and then white drew back, and then he turned.
Okay. I was wondering.
Why not Hane?
Right. If white honey, what is black going to do? Well, I'm not sure what is his follow up. White played here anyway.
And then black turned.
That's-
and then white
that's
plays
forcing
Atari,
move.
which we talked about as forcing.
So how do you build the center? It's hard to build because black has this super thickness. So can white, if white wedges, black has this move.
Oh. And that was true even if he Haned, right? So I guess.
Then this Atari will work.
So painful.
Not painful, you're dead.
That's painful. I guess it doesn't hurt if you're dead. That's a good point.
Well, you have to give up this.
Right. You have to give that up. That would be painful. And I can't just close here. That's not enough.
You can close here, but
jump in from that side.
But black is also building. If you build 5 points, he probably builds
more. 20. So and if I build in from this way.
Yeah, that's a better way.
It doesn't.
How far can you go?
Because if it's over the line, you're going to have to mark it 0.
This is when black is super strong here. Black can getting as much as possible.
Right. And black is fairly super strong. It's super thick.
Super thick.
Yeah. Super thick. So.
Well, I will play. Yeah, just so good.
First, play the Hane.
Yeah, I will play this first.
That's right.
Because this is very good AGA for black. Also, it also prevents this wedge.
Right.
Right. White cannot wedge, and we can see.
And then black pushes again before then playing the shoulder hit that you.
My move.
Yep, your move.
I think this game is finished. I really think this game is finished.
Well, let's see if they can surprise us.
Why can I have enough? Unless something dies.
Well, that's a pretty big unless. So I was actually remarking the other day about how the AlphaGo versus AlphaGo self-play games are sort of...
Don't ask me.
Don't ask you? Well, what I was going to just observe is I was just going to make the observation that it seems like AlphaGo versus AlphaGo, they immediately get into the fighting, like right from the beginning.
I don't understand anything.
You don't understand it? Okay, well, I'll try. Okay, then we will just move swiftly on then. Okay.
Yeah, I was just reading. You see that there's still something.
Still something? For white or for?
After this exchange, this Atari doesn't work.
Right.
White can run.
By making that exchange, right. But black just Ataris from the other side and is saying essentially, I'm going to get enough liberties.
So this is the last one, last fight.
Last fight, right here.
And black Ataris, and then black can push here, right? Black can get more liberties here.
Indeed he does.
And then can black win?
Oh, looks like it. It's a good looking net.
The black wing. How many liberty? What, black has at least 5, right? So this one, white has this move.
Well, that's why black took that move to begin with, I think.
And this one, this is easy actually. You just read this one by one and see which one works, or nothing works. So this doesn't work. This one white can connect back.
It's connected. Right.
This one, and there's Atari. There's Atari.
That works for white.
So this
the nose is no good.
So this is all the last one left. This one. He played here. Should we just trust his reading and we can be lazy?
Nope. White plays, black plays,
and resign.
And white has resigned. So let's see. It's not just here, though.
So we don't have to read.
We don't have to read. That's right. We're
well,
safe.
we should still show why this works.
Well, actually, they played a few more moves. They get to here. So there.
Right. Forced, right?
Right. This is all forced. White has to escape here.
And then black played a good move.
That's a great move.
So we see that this won't work because...
That's Atari.
Yes. And then this push will work.
Because it's connected. Or,
yeah. Wait. What? What?
What?
At least there's a code.
Co. Sure. But by black taking this point, no co.
You sure?
No.
Because Ryan played it? You're not
no, because I looked at the end of the game.
I know, I mean, you haven't read yet.
Doesn't look like it's a co though.
As this is way white will not have enough liberties, so white cannot kill this stone.
Right.
See, when you're super strong, you can have this kind of move.
When you're super thick, you
That
can
will
play
work,
things like this and they all
right?
work.
These will work because white only has 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties here, and black has at least 5. See,
Perfect.
perfect. So I still think this plays black gained a lot.
Right. I mean,
You
it looks
agree?
like right at the very beginning, that first fight seemed to go very well, where you got these 3 stones, built a big territory, got that great exchange, right? Seems to have worked out real well. Is my analysis suspect here, Jenny? It seems like
It's a great exchange. Okay.
well, it was a,
From the game?
a decent exchange, a
Okay.
reasonable exchange.
Okay.
You tell me.
I'm not sure.
Not sure. What are you sure about on this game? You know, like we think this was a good result.
Yeah, I think that, but after this, I think black was doing well the whole time. We didn't see white has some obvious change to come back.
Right. This result didn't seem to go okay. Although this result here, I guess this corner, we thought it might have been a little bit.
Well, this corner, I think that his judgment is if he end moves, black will be ahead.
Oh, I mean before that, when white invaded and was able to white switched and got this big corner.
Yeah, but at first I thought this was okay, and I think the corner was like the exchange. Black seems a little bit over concentrated here, and white gets a nice corner. But
Right,
this
that's what I was
area,
talking about.
right? This area, like what we said, leaving this follow up here, black can profit a lot here with this follow up.
That's true.
So this place, the white didn't really gain, I think. And you can see that when you are very, very strong everywhere, fighting, you have the advantage to fight the coal,
Sure.
right? And this is a great co-threat for black. Black was,
It was a
yeah.
masterpiece of creating some co-threats here for him.
Well, it's just sitting here. It's like you have this
Waiting
this-
for him to use it.
waiting for you to use it as threat. That's great. It's the best way to use a threat.
Right.
Because you don't lose anything. And for white has to worry about big group die, and white cannot fight at all.
Right.
'Cause
I mean,
this-
if even threats up here aren't big enough, then how?
no, I think that's
how-
not big because this whole thing dies. That's not big enough.
His only threats are the local ones.
Right.
Well, I guess
So-
that concludes the board 1. I don't know if we have results yet from board 2 and board 3, but that means that the AGA finals. This is a three game set where there's 3 boards. Ryan is top board for the Vancouver.
Oh, Vancouver.
And I think Eric is the Greater Washington team. So I do not yet have a result for who has actually clinched the $5,000 purse. But if you'd like to get a team together and play in the PandaNet City League tournament next year, you're certainly welcome to. There's teams of all strengths and ages. This is, of course, the top division, but there's divisions all the way down, and the prizes are pretty good in all the divisions. So get a couple friends and represent your city. You can also ask local businesses to sponsor you, stuff like that. That's a pretty good idea. I think Vancouver has some pretty
Oh, they have
has
sponsor?
an actual sponsorship there.
Oh, good.
Now I don't know if that means that they, what that means for their $5,000 in terms of return on their investment, but it's turned out pretty well for them. We'll see how boards 2 and boards 3 turned out. So stay tuned. In the meantime, tonight we're going to be having the opening ceremonies, followed by a screening of the surrounding game. If you're not here, I mean, you guys are missing out.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm going to see
Are
it.
you looking forward to it? Because I think it's going to start in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
So we should probably call it a day for here. We'll start tomorrow morning, bright and early, with round 1 of the U.S. Open, starting at 9 o'clock. Commentary will start sometime after that game has begun. I'm not sure who's on the schedule there, but I'm sure that we'll get some information on all that coming up for you. So Jenny, thank you so much for helping me here. I apologize for not counting quite as quickly as possible. I'll do some push-ups or something as a penance here. So I guess it's more of a mean juice thing. All right. Well, any last words? Anything you'd like to say signing off?
I
Words
think
of
we're
wisdom?
good.
You think we're good? All right. Okay. Well, until next time, see you all out there, and thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2017 U.S. Go Congress. Come on down and get a good seat for the movie. We're only going to talk for a couple of minutes and give you factual information, no fake news here. The nice thing is that you're all here now, and you won't be calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning from Beijing. So, it's always good to talk to you, but maybe a little bit later in the morning. I'm Ted Terpstra, one of your co-directors for the Congress, and blame me for everything. Good job! The American Go Association has this funny way of doing business that they select a brand new director every year who has to learn everything on the job. And yes, we do forget things. But we try our best. And at 3 o'clock this morning, I was out loading my van with goodie bags, so you don't have them tonight. Okay? So we are trying. If you have problems, come to me. My phone is still at 50%. It's published, so you can call me. I did make it through a whole day without any charging, so I'm feeling very good about that. We're here to play Go and learn about Go and remove friendships from years past and make new ones too. And I look out in the crowd and I'm thinking back at who I met in the last 6 to 7 years I've been actively going to Congress with. Hopefully everyone has had their goodie bag. And there's lots of information inside, so you don't have to stop in the hallway and ask. The trolley guide. If you don't know that the trolley stops right behind the hotel, this will tell you that. And you can get on the trolley, 2 stops for Old Town, about 5 stops for downtown. It's the way to go. There's also transit maps if you want to take the bus. The bus is very cheap, and you can go straight to the zoo in Balboa Park.
Tell me we can save this. Where's my happy ending? Can't go on pretending anymore. But always said that love takes work. It's been a bumpy ride. I know how hard you try.
Hey, and Chris Garlock here with Andrew Jackson for our wrap-up of, it's not officially day one, because I guess the Congress...
It's the registration day.
It's a registration day, but fabulous job in the commentary
thank
there
you, thank
on
you.
the City League. I see you got
That's
a
right.
trophy for it.
Jenny gave me this trophy for
Not
my
for your
counting.
counting.
No, yeah, for
no,
my counting.
for the
Oh, okay. No, this is actually the trophy that the Vancouver team just won here. We did get the updates on the other two games. Tim Song beat Matthew Huth. So Tim Song from Greater Washington scored a victory for Greater Washington, but on the other board, Bill Lin beat Yuan Zhou to clinch it for Kanwha Vancouver Team 1. They have repeated. They won last year.
That's right.
And they won the year before that.
Somewhere in there. I think it's, yeah,
anyway,
before
they've been
that.
trading it off with the LA team, and Washington, of course, had been in the running a close third each of those years.
So close.
And this year they've come a second. Well, you know, that trajectory is good. It means next year could be their year. So
Could be.
Now, right behind us, I think you can see all of the folks milling around, getting ready to watch.
Surrounding game.
I'm pretty excited. Now, you've seen it already, right?
Oh, I have seen the AlphaGo movie twice.
Right. But you haven't
we were
seen
there
Surrounding
together
Game.
for the premiere in New York. That was a great.
That was a great event, for sure.
We had it down in D.C.
That's right.
I was out of town when we showed it in D.C. So
Oh,
I am,
you haven't seen it yet at the National
No.
Golf
So
Center.
I thought this would be the perfect place.
All right. Well,
to
then
see it.
I guess we should probably run through these announcements we've got
For
you,
tomorrow.
so you can get down there to watch the movie.
Absolutely.
So tomorrow we have got a pretty full day. Starting off
Very full
9 o'clock in the morning is the Masters round 1 with Shirley Lin, 2-down professional. We'll be doing commentary. We'll have games of the Masters division of the U.S. Open all week. They'll be at 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. Between them, we will have the Redmond Cup. So 3 p.m. Pacific, you will see Eric Lee will be giving commentary on the Redmond Cup. That's the under 18 tournament. Of our up-and-coming All-Stars. And then the Masters Round 2 will be at 7 p.m. That is Stephanie Yin, Mingming Yin, will be doing the commentary on that one. So 9 a.m., 3 p.m., and 7 p.m. tomorrow. That's what we're going to see. So Shirley Lin, 2-down professional, will be doing commentary for the Masters Round 1, 9 in the morning. Redmond Cup will be at 3 p.m. with Eric Louis doing the commentary. Eric Louis, 1-down professional. And then Round 2 of the Masters will be at 7 p.m. with Stephanie Yin, 1-down professional, giving the commentary. So
Very nice.
full day tomorrow, right?
It's going to be we are going to be rocking and rolling from.
Start
That's
to
what the
finish.
Congress is all about.
I mean, games,
Just
all the
games
games.
all the time.
And up here, you know, I mean, this is a small slice. You get the professional commentary here, but everywhere, there's professional commentary happening everywhere.
You
They're
can't
playing
go around a corner without
simuls, they're
bumping
doing
into a
lectures.
professional.
It's great. If you're in the San Diego area, of course you should be here.
You should absolutely be here.
Even though it looks like there's small earthquakes going on in the background. That's
do we want to tell them
should
about
we
that?
tell?
Or
Nah, you know,
we'll make it a
just,
mystery.
It does that all the time. So tomorrow morning, you'll see. You're going to be here tomorrow morning.
I
think,
will
right?
be.
You're
Yes,
doing-
that's right. I think I am doing the morning announcements, and we'll start with that. And I just want to throw in a pitch. The Masters games, of course, are terrific.
course.
You've been a game recorder on them.
Oh,
I've
they're
done
so much
that.
fun.
They're fascinating games. But the Redmond Cup games, that's where these professionals of the future,
Will be.
you get to see them.
You get to see them, right? And then in another 10 years, you'll be seeing a documentary about them. You know,
right.
I mean, that's how it's going to
It's
work.
pretty exciting.
It's
It's a pretty great
exciting
time in Go history.
We're
living
firing
it.
on all cylinders. It's working out really well. All right.
Let's go watch the movie.
Let's go watch that movie. All right,
All right.
sounds great. Thanks all. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Take care.
Take care.